Man, it was a experience I've never seen in my life. It was like a nightmare in real life.
They came to see the latest Batman film, but ended up witnessing a killing spree. As they fled the cinema, one man, clearly bloodied, is helped away by a police officer. Inside theatre number 9 at the Century 16 movie complex, 10 bodies. Those who escaped with their lives spoke of the shooter's calmness.
He broke in through the door and he threw the thing, and like all you could see is pretty much like the mask, just the gas mask, and it was probably one of the scariest images I've ever seen in my life. And just threw up the gun and started doing it and shooting like at least like 4 or 5 rounds, and then that gun ended, and then he just did it again with the other gun, and then he walked past us after we hid under the chairs, and then I just saw him looking down the hallway, making sure, like, I don't know what he was making sure of, but then as soon as he looked away, I grabbed her and we just ran out the emergency exit.
You weren't sure where he was, and if you moved, you didn't know if he was going to be right above you, like, going to shoot you in the back. So, like, the hardest part was just getting up and moving.
I was trying to crawl out, but then everybody was crawling back in, and they were saying, don't go over there, he's going to shoot everybody that's trying to get out of the main doors, and he was. And all I hear is just gunshot after gunshot, and just women and children are screaming, and and he had a gas mask on, so I couldn't see his face or anything like that.
And did you see his guns?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what kind of gun it was. It was just a big rifle, and he was just shooting them. They were big bullets too, and they were hot, and all I smelled was gunpowder in the air, and I was just terrified.
Started running down the stairs and then down the ramp, and while we were running down the stairs, there's just bodies on the floor. One guy was completely covered in blood. Don't know what happened to him, if he was conscious or not, but people were trying to help others, and then people trying to leave the back where he was going to. People were trying to leave there. I saw a couple of bodies more up towards the front of the stairs and everything, and when I got outside, it's just hectic. Everybody screaming, I'm shot, I need help.
Within minutes, the area was swarming with police after this emergency call came through.
15 and 314 for a shooting at Century Theaters, 14300 East Alameda Avenue. They're saying somebody's shooting in the auditorium. 15 and 314, there is at least one person that's been shot, but they're saying there's hundreds of people just running around. Somebody's still shooting inside theater number 9 per an employee.
We need rescue inside the auditorium, multiple victims. 15, I got 7 down in theater 9. 7 down.
Copy, we'll notify fire. 7 down in theater 9.
I've got a child victim. I need rescue at the back door of theater 9 now.
The injured were rushed to a handful of nearby hospitals, some of them critical, as friends consoled each other, waiting for news outside.
From what I could see, there are people unconscious, people bleeding. I saw one bed go past. A poor guy had blood caked all over his face. He just was not responsive at all. Same thing with the lady. They're just all out of it. By the time I left, I overheard the nurses saying they've managed to get most everyone stabilized, which is a blessing, it really is.
The medical teams were scrambled in the middle of the night.
12 of the 15 were gunshot-type victims. 4 of those patients are either in the operating room right now or have gone through the operating room process to treat their wounds. We have another 2 that are about ready to go to the operating room for various injuries as well, and they're all stable. But certainly the first 4 are in critical condition.
Among the injured, a 3-month-old baby and a 6-year-old child. Some of the most seriously wounded died as medics fought to save them. Police said the gunman gave himself up without a struggle outside the cinema.
The suspect, who is in custody, made statements about possible explosives in possession in his residence. At this time, there is a residence in North Aurora. It's an apartment building that we have evacuated, and we are dealing with the potential that there are explosives inside there.
Bomb disposal experts used a robot to examine a suspect vehicle in the cinema car park, though the area was later declared safe. Once the sun was up, a pistol could be seen on the car roof and what looks like clothing scattered around, but crucially, no explosives. The shooter, James Holmes, who's 24, lives just a short distance away from the cinema complex. Police and the FBI evacuated the neighborhood and broke into his flat.
He lives on the 3rd floor in the back. His apartment is apparently booby-trapped. And what we have is we have a whole bunch of bomb techs from all different agencies. We have pictures inside the location, and we are trying to determine how to disarm the flammable or explosive material that's in there.
The president quickly changed his plans to focus on the shooting.
We will take every step possible to ensure the safety of all of our people. We're going to stand by our neighbors in Colorado during this extraordinarily difficult time.
In the wake of the horrors of Aurora, the Paris premiere of the Batman film has been cancelled, as the world asks itself once again, why did someone set out to kill like this? David Bowden, Sky News.